No, am I allowed to say Andrew Tate? Will I get us canceled immediately?
I hate hearing the sound of my chewing in the head.
ASMR. Susie.
What is uh-oh stinky? Oh, wait.
Uh-oh, stinky. Oh, stinky. Uh-oh, stinky.
That's the intro right there. It's just this.
I don't know. I saw this TikTok tarot video, and it said, I'm going to become a social media influencer. It is in my cards. It's going to happen within the next 3 weeks.
And here we are.
So, guys, in the next 3 weeks.
You have 3 weeks to get us to the point.
Up.
So, wait, what were we looking up? 20 questions.
Should we, like, make it super specific?
20 questions for podcast.
For kids.
20 questions for kids. There we go. 20 questions.
I feel like it's going to be like, what's your favorite toy? I don't have a favorite toy. I'm sorry.
20 questions to ask your child to get them talking. Did you have fun at daycare?
Yeah, I did, actually. Thank you.
Did you learn anything new?
I learned my shapes, and I learned how to count the 3. The 3.
And are you hungry for dinner?
Oh, I'm always hungry for dinner. We having dino chicken tenders.
Clear, yeah. I just lost my cap. Okay.
Darn.
Oh, here's the actual question.
Oh.
Okay. 20 questions to ask your children. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Are we doing this based on when we were children or currently?
I mean, I guess the questions are more, aimed towards children, but
Should we answer them for when we were children?
No, I would say answer it now because I guess would say in the mindset that we are, I guess we technically are still kind of children when it comes to certain things.
Hey, I am a 22-year-old
I'm 24.
adult. I'm a 22-year-old
I'm
adult.
24.
I can drink, I can use lotto tickets, and I can go to the military and die for our nation. Please edit in a eagle sound for that exact moment.
Oh my goodness. We also need like an intro for this. We can't just go right into it.
I feel like it's just random banter,
Then we just starts it. All right.
Just our background sound.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. We could introduce ourselves.
No, they know who we are.
But what about like whenever we blow up on TikTok? They won't know us. I'm telling you, 3 weeks.
I'm Zeusy Poo.
What should I call myself? Willy Poo.
That's it.
Hi,
Willy
gang.
Poo.
It's Willy Poo and Zeusy Poo.
There we go.
Coming at you.
Well, I'm Jesus.
I'm Willy Poo.
That's Willy Poo. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? I don't even know.
Happy. Have a therapist that doesn't quit. That would be great, guys.
Oh, man, we're getting real right off the bat. Just happy. I mean, growing up, I never really had I want to be this when I grow up.
I was going to be a nurse.
I mean, you were in the medical field for a little bit there.
I was, but
you weren't a nurse.
No, I'm glad because I couldn't do it as a nurse. I've seen nurses watch me get like beat up by patients, and they just go.
They're like, "That's not my problem. That's your problem."
Like, what's going? Oh, no, someone's calling me from down the hallway. I'm getting paged by a doctor.
Yeah, no, like I genuinely never really had. I mean, I think like when I was a kid, if I'm answering in this situation, like once I got older, my mom went to school to be in the medical field. I think that was kind of like, oh, I want to do that. And then I realized that I didn't want to do that.
Personally, I think the medical field is honestly scary. And I've seen a lot of
props to the people that, work daily in the medical field for like a career.
I've heard horror stories, and the people I follow on TikTok, shout out Nurse John. Please follow us. I love you. He's like, you need to look him up. He's so funny. He's so funny. He's huge on TikTok. But he is so funny. But like, there's like so many people that they're like, I've had patients literally like rip their catheters out and spray them. And sometimes people.
I'm taking the water that you're
That's
not
fine.
taking.
That's fine. But like sometimes some of like, I think chemo, if you're doing chemo, you're radioactive. So if you get one of their their biohazards almost, like they're more. So I think if you get like their pee on you, you can definitely be in trouble.
That's awful.
And I've heard people on TikTok say like, oh, if you go through this treatment, they've sprayed their pee on you and you literally have to like take a full shower and scrub in the hospital.
That would be.
And
like,
they were a traveler too. So
if I ever was in that field and that happened, that would be my last day. I would find something else to do. That would be my final straw.
I've had people ask me to wipe them. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not qualified. And they were like, well, you're in here and it scrubs. And I was like, yeah, well, I also
Well, you're here, so you're gonna do it.
Well, I'm not trained on how to wipe booty holes. I can barely wipe my and you're being like, wipe mine.
You're like, I skipped that day of training. I didn't want to.
No, we do not do any of that. We're not even allowed to assist people getting out of beds. And like, if something like happens to them, I could lose my certification because I'm certified. So I did not risk it.
Just need their butt wiped, and you're like, no.
I'm like, I can grab your nurse or your PCT.
I thought this said, what would you do? What would you, if you could sell your kidney, would you sell it? And I don't know where I saw that.
Yes. How much money?
But the two questions were, if you opened the store, what would you sell? And if you could be any animal, what could it be? Or what would it be? And for some reason I read, would you sell your kidney out of that two questions?
A store? I would open up a tea shop. That's one of my dream childhoods, like jobs.
One thing that I want to do is like own like a not necessarily like a coffee shop, but like a coffee like brand.
Kind of like how Green Bean has like Waterfall.
Yeah, like I want to have like my own coffee brand. I feel like just be pretty cool.
Like Jacksepticeye.
That's my mindset right there. Like literally, like
Jacksepticeye, we're coming for you. We're having competitive coffee brands.
Like I don't know, that was like up until recently, but then again, I don't drink coffee myself, so I'm like, I used to drink coffee all the time.
But it's ironic.
Like, I have cut out soda. I have cut out coffee for the last, I think it was like middle of November. I stopped the soda stuff.
That's what you were saying.
And it was like, and I loved it. It was great. But then New Year's Eve was rough. And I went to Taco Bell and I got a Baja Blast.
I whenever we used to work together, I don't want to name drop the company because I don't want
Sorry, I have something in my throat.
I don't want
Yeah, don't put names, but we can do like where we worked at.
They don't know what companies we worked at together. I had a really rough day there, and I was like, you know how I want to torture myself? I'm gonna get me a quesadilla. I did not get Baja Blast. I'm a Baja Blast hater.
You and Megan both were.
Yeah.
And you guys, anytime I got it, you guys like.
I hate it.
I don't know. It's like one of those things. I don't like a lot of sodas, but like that's like one of my favorites. My favorite top tier is Dr. Pepper.
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black is really good.
Oh my god.
I love Dudes.
Please, I will join on an episode. Just nothing gross.
I tell Sean that Willow will
Blast.
be in an episode. We already did Baja Blast.
Thank God. That is the one I want to.
If Pitch Black comes back, we'll bring you on for
I have some cans at my house.
Are you serious?
I have multiple cans.
All right. We're gonna. We'll come back to that. But yeah. So what was the conversation about? Oh, I cut out soda. New Year's Eve, got a large Baja Blast. Drank it. I didn't even like it. It wasn't even good.
Your kidneys were probably like, help.
They're like, you haven't had this in so long.
What are you doing?
Like I tried to do the whole like cutting out the caffeine part of it, but like I have to have something caffeine wise.
I get it.
But like I limit myself because I was getting soda every day. Like I was having like multiple bottles a day, and it's awful. Like, and I felt gross like after it. Like it made me feel sick. Coffee wasn't that hard to cut out because I'm not like the biggest fan of coffee to begin with.
Yeah.
But it was like, I had a coffee today. I got a Starbucks coffee and I paid, I think, $6 for it. And I felt I had to poop. And again, and then I was like, there's no, I don't even enjoy it. Like,
dude,
if I do get coffee, I get Dunkin'.
But like Dunkin', I don't even get a full sip. I don't even get a full
sip
before
I'm bathroom.
I'm like clenching and I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like a lot better doing it without it. We went to the movies and I got a large, like, I think it was a cherry Coke, I think.
Pib? They have Pib there?
No.
I don't know if you've ever had Pib.
Mr. Pibb.
Pib Extra.
No.
It's Pib Extra.
No. Dr. Pepper is the only way.
Get out of here with your
cherry. Get out of here with your Mr. Pibb, Dr. Pibb, or whatever it's called.
It's
That's
Pib
nonsense.
Extra. I was gonna bring it for this, but I was in the drive-thru.
Yeah, no.
And they don't have it in the drive-thru.
I don't do the Dr. Pepper like knockoffs. Lame. What is the ickiest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, there are so many gross things I've eaten. I hate everything. I'm a very picky eater, by the way.
So then everything is icky to you.
Literally. I've had pieces of chicken that just taste too chickeny, if that makes sense. Like it just.
Chickeny.
It just tastes like.
No, I guess I get that.
Like it's not like normal. It's like there's something.
Yeah.
Like you taste that it was once alive. And it still might be based on how raw it might be.
I get that.
I've had raw chicken too before. And
that's how you get salmonella. You can't do that.
Actually, at the company we once worked at, not naming, I had chicken tenders and I got...
If you know, you know.
I got violently ill because the chicken tenders don't properly cook a lot of times. So I got violently ill for like 3 days straight. So I might have had something. I don't know.
You might have had salmonella, in all honesty. You probably did.
And I didn't die. So that just builds character.
Ed, you're just building up your immune system at that point.
Yeah. At this point, I hope. Basically kid.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To talk to animals. I want to know what dog's thinking.
Talk to animals.
Actually, I don't. I know what he's thinking. Every other animal I want to know.
For reference, she has a cat named Dog.
Yes.
She doesn't want to know what a dog is thinking. She wants to know what dog is thinking. And it is a cat.
Yes, he is my lovely tabby cat.
Used to be mine, but whatever.
We're twins. That's just what we do.
Is that what it would be, though? Just be able to talk to animals? Is that even a superpower?
I don't see why not.
Would that be considered a power?
Well,
okay, so if it was other than that, what would it be?
Batman doesn't even have superpowers.
I'm sorry. Batman power. That's just being rich.
Batman, I was just saying, Batman's just rich. I want that superpower, actually. Guys, but I don't know, maybe like the Flash.
That was going to be my answer. Like super speed. I feel
like that'd be kind of cool.
I can go anywhere I want.
Or like Storm. I don't know what power, like doesn't Storm, she
controls
just
the weather.
That would be really cool too. I really like Storm. Like I'm not too into like the Marvel DC world, but like Storm, she's definitely.
Do you know what world she's a part of?
No. I could take a blind guess and probably get it wrong.
Do it.
DC.
Wrong. She's part of the X-Men.
I don't know.
Marvel.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Flash, like super speed. Or like I always wanted to have like telekinesis as a kid, like being able to like move stuff with your mind, or like there was this movie I watched when I was younger. It was called Chronicle, and it was these kids that like
the Chronicle.
Exactly. But I say kids, but they were like in high school, and they like this meteor like crashed, and they went down, they messed with it, and they gained like telekinetic abilities. They were like able to fly and all this stuff. And,
I think I've seen that. Or like I've seen TikTok.
It is a really good movie. I think it's one of those ones that's like came out 2012. I was 11. I was 13. Yeah. But like the one kid goes bad and they had to like take him out and everything. Like the super quiet kid, he goes all rogue and becomes.
Oh, it's just like high school.
He became the bad guy, but instead it was. I don't know. I loved the movie growing up, and it's just like that was like one of the things that made me want to have like. I wish I had that kind of superpower.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's either that or super speed would probably be the two.
That'd also be really cool. Imagine just running.
Like, oh, I need to go this place. Like, you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
You would never need a car.
No.
You would literally just. I'm here.
But like if you had a superpower like that, would it be something that you would tell people about, or would you become a superhero and? No,
I would gaslight them. I'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
You were just no, I wasn't.
No, what are you? I was never. I don't even know you people. I've never met you ever.
I don't know. I don't feel like I would. I don't think I'd be like a superhero or anything, but like I definitely wouldn't tell anybody.
I can't even handle my own problems, let alone the world's.
I have enough problems on my own. The world can deal with their own stuff. I'm not dealing with it.
For real.
Unless like, it involves me, I don't want to deal with it.
What would you do with 1,000? That's not even like a good amount of money. No.
That's not,
that barely fills your tank.
So you ask, yeah.
But
like $1,000 to me is really not that much. That's like as much as my bills probably are.
Yeah, literally.
Like I pay my bills and then I have maybe like $5 left. I can get the freaking cheeseburger from McDonald's and then that's about it.
Just one. You can't even get it like a.
If I go to Sheetz, I can get, what is it? Because it's 2 for $1. So what is that? 10 hot dogs for $5?
No, they're actually $1.
They're 2 for $1.
No.
You're lying.
Whenever I bought your hot dog.
Did you use your Sheetz card?
No.
That's why. You have to have a Sheetz card. You get the 2-for-1.
I don't know where my card is.
That's why I asked you to get me those, because I knew it was only $2, $1. I don't know.
Well, I didn't use my
like
card.
$1,000 just really isn't a lot. I mean, I guess I'd probably put it away and save it.
Yeah,
if I had it, it's immediately going into like an emergency fund that is not touched unless my car explodes.
Yeah, honestly.
Like that would have been nice. Like when I lost my car to begin with. Like if I would have had that, I would have had a car so much. I honestly would have never lost a car.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
Things happen.
Life is.
We're on to better things.
Yeah.
2024.
Exactly. If you had to live with a cartoon character, who would you pick?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage, no hesitation Scooby-Doo. In that question.
They're both dogs, but Courage the Cowardly Dog or Scooby-Doo, those are 2 tattoos I'm also getting as well.
Scooby-Doo would probably be the one that I would pick.
I think it'd be Courage first, because at least he tries to help you out of it. Like, he might mumble, but he does help Muriel. Like
I haven't watched that show in so long.
Oh, I think it's on HBO. I've watched it.
If it's on HBO Max, I'm gonna.
I think so.
Scooby-Doo probably the one. Reggie, just all day. Like that's. I feel like that probably get annoying after a while though.
No,
like every word starts with an R. Like, come on, dude, you have to say other words. Like.
What if he has a speech impediment? You're just making fun of this poor dog for no reason.
Sorry, I'm making fun of a fictional character.
Watch, the guy who made Scooby-Doo's gonna come for you now.
Don't, please, no. How would you describe your family? I'm not answering that question. Next question. Let's look up 20 funny questions.
There's 255.
250 funny questions to ask to get all of the giggles.
This is made by some boomer.
We're already giggling before it even started.
This is made by some boomer.
Funny question. How long do you think you'd survive in a zombie apocalypse?
3 days.
I guess that just depends on the whole, what kind of zombie apocalypse you're a part of. Like the Walking Dead zombie apocalypse, I feel like I can last a decent bit.
But
I feel like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I do so good. I watched all the Walking Dead. I know what to do.
Coral,
I know
Coral.
I know what mistakes they made. But The Last of Us, I killed myself. I hear that. The moment they're like, oh yeah, we have first footage of the zombie, and I see a clicker, I'm killing myself.
It's over.
I'm not dealing with that.
I couldn't even imagine getting bit. Would be also really weird. Someone's grandma. Have you ever seen? Oh, I forget what the movie's called. I think it's Zombies on a Plane or something.
Zombies on a Plane.
I don't know if that's the actual name, but it's this movie, and this lady has dentures in, and she bites somebody, and her dentures are just stuck
Zombie on a
arm.
Plane is.
I think it might be that.
That's a game. Is it Flight of the Living Dead? Outbreak on a Plane?
Maybe. It seems the right time frame.
Let's see.
I think it is that. Oh my God. But so there's this little old lady with
fantastic.
dentures.
This looks amazing.
And then whenever she bites, the dentures are just.
This has an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. This must be a real 2007. It all depends. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think I'd want to live in, because you're constantly having to just survive. I feel like I get bored of it after a while. I do it enough as it is normally. Zombie apocalypse starts, just makes it harder. What's the point at that point? Okay.
What secret conspiracy would you like to actually start letting other people know?
Secret conspiracy?
Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy person.
Oh my God, we could.
There we go. We'll come back to that. I'm just not a conspiracy person.
So many. I honestly could believe a lot of them because I don't trust the government.
Does anybody trust the government?
That's a fair.
What do you think your last words will be?
Your mom.
Oh, that would be funny.
It's gonna be something weird.
I always joked with Austin that my last words would be, make sure you get my reboot card, from Fortnite, and then just die. And that.
I've been playing Fortnite. I'm starting to become goated. That's all I'm saying.
I told Austin, you want to join our team? He goes, do it.
I'm saying I'm getting good. Not the best, but
if you can still remember, what are your funniest childhood memories? I can't remember.
I
can't.
I don't have any funny, but I have some.
I have childhood memories, all right.
I can tell you my first childhood memory.
Is it something we want to unravel right now, or do you want?
I mean, it's not like anything like too. It's like kind of horrifying for like a 5-year-old, but it was one of those. Have you ever been in one of those
Jeez.
Those like haunted houses hosted by Christians? I think in particular Catholics. They are absolutely horrifying. I remember this one room very vividly. It was the like thou shalt not have abortions.
Oh,
and there was a demon, and the lights were like flickering. So the demon was like, ooh. And he's like getting up in your face. And I was 5. This thing had to go low. And so then all you see is this lady on the table, and then she starts screaming. She's like, ah! And then there's blood everywhere. And then she's like, this is what you get for aborting your child. And it was like,
what?
Yeah, this was a like Christian, family-friendly, haunted house. And
interesting.
Like my mom. Look, because my aunt took us there because she's like, oh yeah, this is like a great church. And my mom was like, what in tarnation did you
Was it a Catholic church?
It was like, it was a church. I'm not sure if it was Catholic, but it was definitely a church. And I think after that was like the last time they ever did that because I think it had I'm
surprised they did it to begin with.
Well, this was also like 2006. So like
that's true. I guess back then you kind of could get away with whatever you wanted.
It was
also
back 2006.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I have been in my lifetime to one haunted house, and it was elementary school, I think. Like it wasn't like anything crazy, and it wasn't anything like that, but it was just like you walk into the door, they had curtains all along, walk into a corridor, and in the end of on the other side, there was like a box, like yay tall box.
So my height,
and you had to crawl. And to get to the exit of the door, you had to crawl through the box.
That's scary.
Well, like, so now once you walk in, there's like one of those things that pops out from under the curtain, starts shaking their hands and trying to get you. Oh, it's so scary. I was terrified. Like, I genuinely, like, I had never seen anything. This is the scariest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Like, I was crying. And then walked around. I was terrified the entire time. I think I was with somebody in there with me, but I don't know. And it got to the end of it, and you can see just like the outline of the box, and I knew I had to walk through it, but I was not. So I just start, help, help, help. I start screaming. I was not walking through that box because you couldn't see the end of it. You couldn't see where the end of the box was, so you didn't know where the door was. So they had to open the door so that the light would shine through it, so I would eventually go through it, and I still was hesitant to do it. Like it was so bad, and I just. I had never been to a haunted house other than that, and I really don't ever plan on going to another one.
Oh, I do have a funny memory. So when I was like 4, like 3 or 4, we used to live at a house and had like a little tiny like gate. Obviously not childproof because we never childproofed anything back then. So the one day I thought it was a great idea because I live near a cemetery. I decided to take my toy gun and run up to the cemetery and shoot the zombies. I don't remember this, but my family has told it to me.
I was gonna say, did you like actually see zombies, or were you just were you just using
I thought they were up
imagination?
There. No, I thought like because I watched a lot of like horror movies.
So you just went in there expecting zombies?
Yeah, I thought every cemetery had them, and we also lived by like a big road, so I'm shocked like no one hit me. And my family
people
was, like,
driving by, seeing a kid go, killing
it was
zombies.
Like up a hill. It was really weird. Like
no. So other than that, like I really don't have a lot of memories as a kid, unfortunately. I really don't remember anything before 17.
Honestly, I'm with you.
That's kind of like where, once I moved to Pennsylvania, like a lot of my, like I kind of repressed all of those and put them away because, I mean, they aren't really anything that I want to remember.
It's a new chapter.
It's a new chapter, yeah. Once I moved here, it was like everything started over. And this whole like new year has been like a severe change.
Mug.
I missed.
Oh, he's still going.
Let him go. He's good.
Look how tiny he is.
What is your Wi-Fi password?
Mine?
Yeah, that's the question. What is your Wi-Fi password?
I think it's something stupid. I don't really know it.
Remember what the Wi-Fi password was to the house?
Yeah. That one. Also, I don't. Why is that a question? Like, how's that?
I don't know. Why is that? How is that a funny question?
Yeah. What is your Wi-Fi password?
All right. Toilet paper over or under?
Whatever way I grab it because I don't look. I'm very bad with that. I think I usually put it under.
So like, Does it go this way or does it go this way?
I think I usually like.
If you say you go this way,
I usually do.
I'm gonna kick you out.
I do.
Are you kidding me?
It's just because the way I grab it. Like I just grab it and I shove it in. I don't like. It's not like an intentional thing. It's not like I'm like, oh.
But do you like if it and if you see it, you just leave it. You won't. You just let it.
I do it to annoy Sagan at this point.
Okay.
Because like
I understand that.
Like I personally,
nothing against Sagan, but I think it's funny.
Like I just don't mind it. Like it's not.
So
like...
you just don't care. You'll go either way. Okay.
Mine
okay.
like it's not like life or death if I have it over.
I don't know. I just over just feels more comfortable. I don't know.
It's easier to grab, definitely.
Yeah, it just looks better. If I see it, I went to. I think it was when I was like got stuck in Tennessee. I went to the one Airbnb that I was at. The toilet paper was the other way, and I was like, "Who does this? Like, who in their right mind like sets the toilet paper this way?"
They probably had a camera outside. You probably could have just like stood outside of the camera.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Oh my gosh. What are some of these questions?
Would you call a male ladybug?
I don't know. I'm skipping that question. Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No, I'm a hater.
Like, do you? I don't know. I like it.
Mm-mm.
See, the only thing where I struggle with is a lot of people that I've been around that get it. They get Hawaiian pizza, which implies that the pizza has ham on it, and I don't like ham. So, like, I'm okay with the pineapple, but when you start putting the ham on it, that's where I draw the line.
I don't even like meat on my pizza.
You're just a cheese pizza person?
I prefer it. I will eat pepperoni if it comes down to it. But, like, I feel
like pepperoni is, like, your best, like, safest bet.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're basic, I guess.
I'll do bacon once in a while if I'm really feeling spicy.
I won't do bacon on pizza. I don't know why. It just doesn't, like...
It's not that bad.
Like, I like bacon, but I feel like just bacon on... pizza. It's just kind of.
I got like bacon cheese sticks one time. It wasn't that bad. Definitely could be a lot worse.
Who is your all-time celebrity crush?
Gordon Ramsay, Billie Eilish, Jack Black, Matthew Kirkupler, Markiplier, Jack, Daz Game. Margot Robbie too. I'll throw her in there. I love Margot.
What a diverse list of people. First of all, starting off with Gordon Ramsay off the bat, the fact that was the first one that you thought of is really interesting to me. Why? What about Gordon Ramsay does it for you?
Paul Hollywood too. We'll put him in there too.
Who is Paul?
He's a baker. He's like the Gordon Ramsay of the British baking world. So just imagine a British, a more British Gordon Ramsay.
A British Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that
already exists.
Gordon Ramsay if he baked there.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just like Gordon Ramsay. I think he's funny, especially when he does things like where he does like the bread scene, and he's like, "What are you?"
I'm an idiot sandwich.
Oh, I like a man that can compliment and belittle me at the same time.
Celebrity crush. I don't know. Billie Eilish is on that list.
Oh, 100%.
Chris Evans, Captain America. He's on the list.
He's conventionally attractive, I will not lie, but definitely not someone I would.
I mean, I know that there's others on this list, but I for some reason can't think of anything.
There's Chris Pines. There's Chris Hemsworth.
Hold on, we'll just look up celebrities.
Johnny Depp. I don't know if he's so controversial or not because of the Amber Heard case.
I don't think that's so. 100 most popular celebrities in the world. We'll just go down that list. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 100%, top of the list, number one.
Jim Carrey, I can get behind.
Emma Watson, okay. There he is, right there. With the beard, though. Morgan Freeman, obviously. Hugh Jackman's one of them.
Oh, yeah, I get Hugh Jackman. Wolverine?
I had to get some girls in here because they're going to think that I'm like, something's wrong with me.
I'm surprised there wasn't more. I can't think of more women, or else mine would have been.
I know one of the first ones. Scarlett Johansson was the one.
Anne Hathaway too. She seems like a lovely lady.
What's it? The one that played Elizabeth Olsen. She was the Scarlet Witch in the Marvel movie.
Oh my God, yes.
But there was one. It was this was one. Anne Hathaway. Did you say that?
I did.
One that I remember specifically was when like the updated Star Wars movies came out. The girl that played Rey, Daisy Ridley, but like she was like, I was like, okay, I could get behind that. I could get behind that. Why is Will? Oh, these are okay. I forget these are just popular celebrities.
I'm sorry, but if you say Nick Cage,
dude, I love Nicolas Cage. Keanu Reeves.
Yes,
he's on that list.
Have you ever watched Devil's Advocate?
I have not.
Keanu Reeves in there. But Double Advocate is a very good movie as well.
Megan Fox in the first Transformers movie, but other than Megan Fox in general,
I don't know. She kind of like scares me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Megan Fox in general is a no, but Megan Fox in the 2008 Transformers movie is an okay from me. Bill Murray, Jason Statham. That's the one right there. Okay, these are just John Travolta's bald now.
Jennifer Aniston.
Emma Stone too.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
Jennifer Aniston's like 60 years old, and she doesn't look like that. She doesn't look 60.
She still looks like she's in her 30s.
I know. Wait, I'm curious to see how old Jennifer Aniston is.
She's definitely had some work done, I think.
I mean, there's no way that she hasn't.
Yeah, like she's
unfortunately, but
stinking rich. There's no way.
Not Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Aniston. She's 54.
She looks great.
She does not look 54. I'll tell you that.
I look 54. I look more 54 than she does.
Oh my! What are these questions?
I feel like these aren't funny.
If you had to lose your hands or your feet, which would you choose?
Probably my feet.
I don't
have a sentimental attachment to my feet.
I can live without my feet. I don't like feet. Feet are weird.
I don't either. My ex had a foot fetish. I'm calling you out. I wasn't supposed to. I'm not naming him, but I wasn't supposed to tell people. But you know who you are. You know who.
If you happen to be watching this,
probably not. He has me so far blocked. Even though I'm the one that was traumatized from the whole relationship. But what is the soundtrack of your life? Are we doing like the name of the
one song or one like?
Oh no, that's what I was thinking.
Like one song for your life. Oh my goodness, that's a good question. I'm gonna look at my Spotify. I'm gonna scroll through my liked songs on Spotify. We're gonna see where we get here. My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. That would be one of them, I think.
I'll say Breeze Blocks by Alt J.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I saw you posted on Beach House by.
Dude, I love that song.
I love that song. That one also.
Gets me all like. I don't know. It's not like. When I listen to it, it's not like a sad thing. Like, it just feels like comfortable. Like, I listen to it and it calms me down, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's like one of my
I know some people like
songs.
Post it to like, I know some people make it like a sad song, but like it doesn't like make me sad.
There's like
I have plenty of songs that I can listen to that will make me sad.
I don't know. I've cried to so many songs. It doesn't even matter.
Funky Town. That's my soundtrack. From the Shrek 2 soundtrack.
Honestly, any 21 Pilots song.
Oh my! I didn't even think about 21 Pilots.
At any point.
Like that is, I don't know. I haven't listened to them in a while because I have a
Joji too.
Joji.
Any Joji song. Honestly, just pick a Joji album.
One of my favorite Joji songs is I think it's called Afterthought. Afterthought, and that is like one of my favorite ones that he's done.
I love Demons. Demons is a really good one. Will He? And that one's basically like, will he love you? Like
Glimpse of Us was that's a sad one.
Oh
though.
My
I
God.
can't listen to that one without wanting to cry.
Oh my God. If I wasn't in a relationship when Glimpse of Us came out, I would have been like, that would have been my like, can we break up moment? You know, like how people do that for TikTok. They're like, can we break up
so I can enjoy the Taylor Swift album?
That would have been like the song. I would have been like, so hear me out. I need to know.
I need like a week.
I need to look at someone else. Just look. I won't even like just a stranger at Walmart. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea.
No, Walmart is not the place you want to find a stranger to.
You don't want to mess around those Walmart folks.
No.
But
yeah, no. Yeah, I think actually, what was the song I said? My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah.
I think if I were to pick one, just as my life as like a whole, like I think a lot of like my stuff that I've had, like I don't know, because that makes me seem like I'm causing my issues. But a lot of the stuff that's happened is not my fault. Okay, why you... Okay, yeah, you did.
Oh, we can move it down. Look, now I'm taller. There we go. Now you... Look, now I'm...
Now, there we go. Now, see, we could have just left it like that.
Tall daddy.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'd have to, like, think about that and, like, actually pick a song, because, like, there's probably a song there that I don't even know that would match my...
I forget what the first song I said is, but I'll stand by that one.
You said... Breeze Blocks.
Yeah, I'll stand by that one. I like that.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry, but if Kanye West, at his current state, his mental state, is on your soundtrack, I think you need to reevaluate.
It's just that. I don't think I have... Now I'm curious. Do I have any other Kanye songs on my phone?
I don't know. He's just going through it.
Kanye. I have 4 Kanye songs.
I have Flashing Lights. That's
I have Stronger, Power, Gold Digger,
One
and...
What one bear?
I don't know. I only have 3 songs in there. There's
only have Flashing Lights.
There's not a 4th one.
Yeah, actually.
Fun fact about Kanye. When he released Donda,
the government switched him out for a clone. He publicly said if he ever disappeared and came back, the government took him over. That is the fact that Zeus was going to say, by the way.
When Donda came out, this came out, I was on the way. I think it came out when I was in Florida that one year.
When you got stuck down there.
But when this album came out, I hadn't listened to it yet, but on the way back from Florida, this was the last album that was played on that car before it exploded.
Honestly, I think that was your car's sign of showing. No,
I think I'm fully set on the fact that the car killed itself because I put on Donda. I think I got halfway through it, and the car just died, like completely died.
I know the song that I got my car accident to.
What song did you get?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't have it in any of my playlists because it triggers me.
That's probably a good thing. It gives you PTSD because you're like,
it was from the Razzmatazz album.
Wait, who is that?
It's called, I don't know how, but They Found Me. Oh,
I've never heard of that.
And it's Nobody Likes the Opening Band. It's a song. Well, nobody likes not having an ambulance siren either. That's my personal take on that. That's the song. So that song.
We'll get you that ambulance one day. When this blows up, we will get in contact with the local ambulance, and we will get you that ambulance siren that you wanted.
I demand it. I feel like it's only retribution for the way that they super glued my nose shut.
Gets in a car accident, gets the whole thing. Gets in an ambulance and they go, no siren.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I wasn't critical enough. I should have just closed my eyes and started shaking and
you just sit there and you're
roll my eyes to the back of my head. I don't know. I don't
You needed to be more injured to get the siren.
Yeah, I don't know. I had internal bleeding, but it wasn't good enough.
Oh my gosh, dude.
The healthcare system.
This is going to be an interesting podcast.
It is.
And I hope you guys enjoy it.
I'm excited for the conspiracy theory.
Write down in the comments below what you'd like us to talk about next.
We will catch you guys next week. Same place. Probably not the same time.
Probably not the same time.
It will be
unless we get consistent. Well,
Well, how are we supposed to get that TikTok following?
Oh, we can... We have so many clips from this first episode. I feel like we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, probably.
We've been recording for an hour.
That's only 5 TikToks.
It's only 5 TikToks.
It's only 5 TikToks.
Wait, well, I guess we can
do a silly little dance.
I'm not doing a dance.
Say so. I don't know the rest of that song.
Wait, what?
That's the one. I don't know. It's not a Fortnite
dance.
It's
the Fortnite dance. I have
that
TikTok
dance for starters.
No, I have
started on TikTok. Fortnite didn't dub this.
I have that dance on Fortnite. I bought it for me and Robert because we both really wanted it.
Just
Do you ever cry while watching an emotional film?
I cry at anything, so sometimes. It depends on, if it's an animal dying, yes.
Oh,
if it's a person, I'm That sucks.
It depends on the person. Like if it's a character that like I've been like, if it's like a kid or something, like that's kind of where it gets me a little bit.
It depends. Some kids I'm just like,
And you deserve that.
What if it's like an evil kid?
Oh yeah, if it's an evil kid, screw him. He could die. Die a little quicker next time. Get to the more important characters.
Go back to the main storyline.
What's your most favorite meme? That's a good question.
Oh, it's really tacky, but it's like I fell under peer pressure, and it's a picture of a parent, and it's like, do it. You won't. Come on, coward. And it's just like surrounding the pear. I think that's so funny. There's also one, and it's like Lightning McQueen, and it just says Kerchoo, and it's his eyes really close together. I don't know why that one got me.
Peer pressure meme. There we go.
But yeah, it's like that one. That's the one I have on my phone.
You want some drugs, kid? Everybody's doing it. I'll give you pizza rolls.
Maybe some
Try
sexuals?
the alcohols. I think I don't know. It always varies depending on what it is. Like you seen like the toothless dancing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I want to consider that a meme though. But like my favorite meme, and I think it's been my Spotify profile picture for the last like 3 years, is the surprise Pikachu meme where it's just, and that's all it is. I love it. And
what color would you pick if I let you dye my hair? Well, we've already.
What color? Well,
we've already bleached his hair.
A color? I don't know. I don't see myself with like a
fashion color.
Yeah, like I don't see myself with the colored hair.
I've done them all.
I think this is like my limit. Like a blue.
I have blue at the house.
We're not doing that. This is the nice. Blonde Chronicles.
Oh, that's not true.
I bleached my hair for the bit.
Honestly, I'm thinking if we ever die, like if we ever want to let our hair go natural, we just buy crappy. We buy crappy wigs.
Which app on your phone do you use the most?
Probably TikTok. I
don't want to look at my screen time.
Mine guaranteed is TikTok.
Well, we'll just go from last week. Can I see last week's average TikTok? Oh my gosh, there's
how many hours? Is it like 16 hours? Mine's usually around there, 16, 20.
27 hours
and
15 minutes.
I think that's more than mine. What was your childhood nickname?
Childhood nickname? I'm not putting... I can't put those out there. What would you change by yourself if you could?
My height.
Being alive?
Well, I didn't want to say that one.
You said your height?
Maybe like a couple inches taller. Gotta compensate.
I'm happy with how I am. I wouldn't change anything.
The length of my hair, because I got it absolutely butchered. That is what I would change.
Imagine getting messed up by
She gave me like a jellyfish haircut on only one side. Mona Fey had to fix it, and she started brushing it. And I don't know if you've ever had a woman who's done hair for 40 years comb through your hair and go,
I'd start crying.
My heart went the whole ways to my butthole, and in that moment I was like, oh my god. And then she did these two front pieces together because they weren't even, by the way, and she went, interesting. Also, not great words to be hearing. She also cut off 6 inches of my hair that I've been growing out for a year.
Yeah, no, like my hair is like the one thing that I kept around for a while, and I took like growing up, I wasn't allowed to have my hair. Like my mom wouldn't let me grow it out. Like, do you want to see a picture of me with a buzz cut?
I think you showed me, but I will take a refresher.
Well, where is?
Where's my buzz cut?
Okay, hold on. I just sent it to. There it is. Like, who let this kid come out of who? Like, who did this to me? Like, who let this happen?
Your mother.
Do you know how you like? So, like, growing up, like, I wasn't allowed to have my hair.
You lived in a hot state, so maybe.
Yeah, I know. It was just frustrating because, like, I want to grow my hair out, but And I grew it out for a while. I got it out probably a little bit shorter than what you had it. And my mom was like, you're cutting it for the wedding. I was like, no. I finally got past that like awkward stage of you growing. Oh, I was so mad.
I think I might go work at the blood bank.
Or
not the blood bank. The Red Cross or something.
Oh, I was like,
sponsor me now.
Like KD plasma?
No, that's actually awful from what I've heard.
Yeah. I've gone there.
I have not.
I've had to.
Well, I worked with a couple people.
I had one bad experience donating my blood, and it was the last time I went. This will probably be the last story we tell here before we end it off. 'Cause it's been an hour and 15 minutes. This is just supposed to be 20 questions, but we just kind of just rambled.
Just put question mark questions.
20 questions.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate haters. Screw you, Andrew Tate.
Who else? Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay lovers. I'll get that as a shirt for you. Oh, Gordon Ramsay lover.
Honestly, with the freaking the TikToks, we probably just do that. The algorithm. I don't know if Andrew Tate's still part of the algorithm.
I don't
honestly,
think he is anymore.
Maybe Gordon. He has a TikTok.
I like Gordon Ramsay.
Maybe he'll stitch us.
Gordon Ramsay. You want to be on the podcast?
He's my number one that Gordon I put on the list.
Want to be on the podcast?
I don't think he's gonna come to bump.
You.
Oh, yeah. Wait, cut that out. I said the F word. I'm sorry.
Come on the podcast. We'll make you food. And you can rate it for us. Amateur
food. It's just like a grilled cheese.
But okay, blood bank. Last time I donated blood. Go through, did the whole thing. It was normal. I've done it multiple times at this point. It was just extra money.
Yeah.
I went and they're going, sitting there, letting them do the whole thing, and all I hear is, "Oop!" And I went. She goes, "I missed it."
You don't say that. You just readjust.
I was like, "Oh, that's okay." And she goes, "Okay, I'm sorry. I mean," she goes, "Does this hurt?" I really couldn't feel it at that point. Okay. And so I'm like, okay. And she's like, "Okay, let me go again." Oop. She missed it a second time. And then she had to call one of the other like main people to come up. And she goes, "I'm having a hard time like getting this vein." And like when I went
Did they miss you a third time?
No.
Oh, okay.
But when I first started going, like they went to check my veins. Like, your veins are amazing. I've been told all my life that my veins are just super prominent, like getting blood taken out.
I don't know this for fact, so in the next episode.
Where she's taking my blood.
I teach you.
But the main lady comes up and she gets it in. But it wasn't like getting a good flow. It kept cutting off.
Yeah, they do that. There's
But valves. I mean, I had only ever used this arm. So they had to like, the machine was on this side, but they had to strap it all the way across to get this arm. And they did that, and my entire, like, this whole section of my arm was just bruised.
Yeah, they probably blew it.
Yeah. So I said, I'm not gonna do this anymore. It wasn't worth the extra $100 a week for my arm to be, you know.
It might have just been a new person, honestly.
No, because it was someone that has done it before to me, multiple times that I've been there.
Maybe she's just having a bad day. I've had bad days. I miss heaping veins.
Man, she missed a bad day right in the beginning of the day because I was there when they first opened.
Hey, I've done it.
She was right off the bat just not doing good.
I've done it. I can't even judge.
Props to you for doing it, but you messed up my arm.
But
I almost passed out the first time I did it.
Yeah, a lot of people do that actually.
They were doing it, and it was my first time. They're like, "Are you scared of needles?" And I was like, "No, I'm not scared of needles." And she goes, "No, like if I pull this needle out and you see it, are you gonna pass out?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna be okay." She goes, "It's happened before. That's why I asked."
Yeah, it definitely has.
So they get the whole situation, got it done. I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then she's like, if you feel like lightheaded or like nauseous,
please let us know.
She goes, "Let us know." I said, "Okay." I was fine up until the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it always happens like that.
It's when they were putting it back. And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "I don't feel good." Like I could feel it. I was like, I felt like super hot.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt it like right here. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. But the lady was next. There was nobody else around, but the one lady was next to me, but hooking another guy up to the machine. So I didn't want to be like, "Hey, I don't feel good." So I just sat there.
Strong.
I'm just like trying to not throw up. I'm like, I'm not doing this
Holding
today.
On for dear life.
And then like it was like that last like minute, it went away. It's like, She came up to me and she goes, how was it? I was like, up until the last 5 minutes, I was grand. She goes, yeah, you do look a little pale. And I was like, yeah, I almost died. So that was my last experience, and I will never do it again.
Understandable.
That is.
The one time I was working at a company, well, not name names, but she was experienced. She was she had 5 years on me. Oh, geez. 5 years of experience. Well, she's a traveler too, so she's not from around here. But she was seeking this guy, and he was perfectly fine up until she was done, and he turns white, and he's my shade of white, so he gets whiter.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so he's older too. Mm-hmm. So she's like, "Hey, sir, sir, are you okay?" And he's not answering us.
Are you okay? And
he's not answering us at all. And then he starts going back, and we're like, "Ruh-roh, Raggy, what do you?" So then he starts sweating bullets. This man is unresponsive. His eyes are just roaming around, and he sweating. And he's starting to go back, and he's hitting his head.
You said you were drawing blood?
Yeah, they were. Well, someone else was drawing his blood. I was just.
Oh, okay. You were just.
And then I heard her saying, "Sir," so I finished up with mine, and I turned around, and I was like, "Uh-oh." So then I got her an ice pack. I was like, "Oh, maybe he's just he's just overheating." So then we call an ambulance for this poor guy. And because you're supposed to do that if they're unresponsive or they pass out. Because I've had people pass out before, and you have to call an ambulance for them unless.
What a shame.
Well, the one had a seizure. This guy, we had no idea. Issue. So.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Continue.
I didn't do it. So. But so this poor guy, he's not in it. And then for a second, he snaps into it, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then he goes back out. He is unresponsive again. And then he starts even more sweating. It looks like this man just did a 5K.
The ASL ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, he is sopping wet. He's sweating through his undershirt and his, I think
ALS?
ALS.
ASL is sign language,
yeah.
Isn't it? Okay.
ASL.
I didn't want to sound like a complete idiot.
We will cut in the right version. But so this poor guy, he's sweating bullets, and he's not having a Baja Blast. He's going through the ringer. And so finally, the EMS comes, and they're like, "Oh, hey," and he's unresponsive. And we're like, "Dude,
guys, hey."
Yeah, they're like, "Sir," and it's Brad and Jeremy. He's unresponsive. And then, after 15 minutes of trying to get this man to talk, they're like, "Okay, well, he doesn't even know his name, so we're just going to take his paperwork and go to the hospital." And we're like...
Oh, my gosh.
And they were like, "So, do we know any history?" "No, Bradley." "No, Chad. We don't."
Was that actually his name?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't
know if you were, actually calling out their names or not.
No,
oh,
I actually don't know their name. I'm just assuming they look like a Bradley and a Jeremy. But is that stereotyping? Sorry, don't cancel us. But so
cancel her.
Hey, it's the Blonde Chronicles. There's 2 of us. But so yeah, so they're just any medical history. We don't do that here. We just.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just why do you think we would get medical? We don't know anything. We are the lowest man on the totem pole. We know
bottom
nothing.
Of the list, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, and then I've had doctors be like, "So, how's the patient looking today?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They're talking. They're breathing." They're like, "Is there
alive?
Is their blood pressure? Did their blood pressure go down?" I'm like, "I don't know. Is it?" And they were like, "What do you mean? I don't know. Is it?" And I was like, I'm not a nurse. We are not wearing the same colors."
That's awful.
Doctor. Oh. And then they go, "Oh, you guys all look the same."
Wow.
No. The nurses are taller. I don't think I would make it in height requirement wise.
We have to make all the accounts, the TikToks.
Yeah.
The Instagram.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah. By the time this is up, we'll have it.
Yeah.
This will probably, I want this to be out by next next week, like Wednesday next week.
That's fine.
All right. Wednesday. You'll be watching this at this point.
We'll catch you kids on Wednesday. Just put like Happy Wednesday. Pretend we filmed it Wednesday.